Welcome back to Talking Sports with D. I'm your host, Darian Cannon, and today we have a topic video. This is solo dolo for me right now, and we're just gonna cover over the NBA. I got a little topic video for you guys. I'm gonna be talking about where should Ben Simmons go, who's gonna win the finals, and more. Let's stay tuned.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Alright, as we get on this NBA topic, we're trying to figure out what's going on in the NBA right now. As current news, we're going to start with where should Ben Simmons go? So, Ben Simmons wants out of Philly. He just announced today that, he is not going to report to any training camp and he no longer wants to play with Philly. It's been known that Philly and them haven't been working out since he got drafted. And he doesn't have the shooting ability, but he has every ability to score, play the point guard, play every 1 through 5. If we're being honest, Ben Simmons is a machine. He's one of the fastest guys in the NBA and defensively a mad machine. So Ben Simmons still has talent and he's young and he still can bring forth a lot of effort towards a team, but his shooting ability is not that good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When we watched that Philly series played the Hawks, it was not a good playoff series. He wasn't shooting good from the field. A lot of guys have raised a lot of questions. Should Ben be there? Should Ben not? And it's now reported that he wants to no longer come back. It's a good and smart idea for him not to come back. It wasn't working. I say he goes to another team. But let's just look at his stats so far. So as we go we're gonna go 2019 to 2020, okay? So Ben has 32 minutes played per game. He averaged 14 points, 56 from the field, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. 14, 7, and 7. That's not bad. But Ben is supposed to be this number 2 guy to Embiid, who's supposed to produce the points needed for Philly to win, and that's not enough, stats needed for him to win. But it's a lot of assists that's needed. Also, we want to go back to 2019. He had 16, 8, and 8. So in 2019, he had a better season than this year. I don't know what happened this year that was different from last year. Where should Ben go? Honestly, it's hard because everybody want to say the Lakers. The Lakers is too stacked. They got veterans on that team. They don't need another youngin' like him. I'm not gonna lie, they don't even have really. It's not gonna work with the Lakers. The Clippers, they could use him for the second man rotation or stardom, but then again, John Wall is possibly going to the Clippers. The Warriors could use him. I don't know how. I guess if he plays his actual position. What people forget is Ben Simmons never plays his actual position. They throw him in different positions and hope it works out. I'm not saying it doesn't work out in a certain way, but he needs to play his true position. Houston is always a favorite. I'm not going to lie to you. Houston's always a favorite. They got nothing going on there, so why not? But he also said he wanted to be in LA. So it's between the Kings, Clippers, and Lakers. And he ain't going to the Lakers. I don't think, the Clippers could be a possible destination. I'm not going to lie to you. And the Kings. I think if it's Ben Simmons, if he wants to win, I guess we're going to he can't go to the Lakers. So if he wants to win, he goes to the Clippers and develops a good jump shot and he'll be good with Kawhi. But if he want to just, rebuild his career, I say just go to the Kings, work with that young core, work with the head coach, try to get him fired because it's not working there, Luke. But anyway, try to get him fired, see what it can do. But that's basically it. Ben has to realize he has to shoot in the NBA. If he doesn't shoot, it's not going to work. So the second topic we getting on is, should the NBA look over the decision making when choosing who is their favorites for awards? So when I ask this question, I want to get on the topic that a lot of awards that's been recently given out just don't make no sense, And we can start from the bubble year, honestly. Let's just start from there. Okay, so, Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year, and he wears MVP. That MVP is like, it's a conversation that we can have because I feel, also, in my opinion, I thought LeBron James should have won that year, the bubble year, but that is my opinion. After stats and stuff, it does show that Giannis was the more true candidate to win MVP, but I also feel like if we're gonna do an MVP and who's the winning team, the Lakers LeBron should have won MVP, but that's not it. But what I'm mad about is when they gave him DPOY. He wasn't that great of a defender. He's still not. He's just big. I'm not gonna lie to you. That guy, you ain't gonna see it coming. But defensively, if he's gonna stop you, I don't really think so. You can literally do a basic crossover, probably cross him, shoot it. He ain't stepping that far to the 3-point line. If he do, you can cross him. That's not that hard. And the paint, okay, I see you don't want to go in that paint because he is, can block that. But from out range, he can't do that much. You're bringing a big to the top of the key. Barbecue chicken time. So I really think the NBA should choose their decisions wisely when they give out these awards. This year they gave it out to Joker, which was right. I like how they did that. They gave it out to Joker, but then suspended. Threw him out the game the next playoff game. That was kind of weird. But anyway, the NBA has its own motive and who wants to be the logo and who wants to be that person for the NBA. I don't know why they sit there and give these critics or these analysts, basically like me, the decision on making who is the MVP. You know what I'm saying? I understand some things. I overlook everything. I feel like these analysts don't look at every team who play. They just look at one player and be like, yeah, that's the guy. I look at everybody's standpoint. If you ain't playing good, you ain't getting no award. I don't think that should ever go down. But should the NBA overlook it? Yes. I don't understand why you keep giving these awards out to these people who don't earn nothing, who don't do nothing. You gotta really overlook it. I don't understand this. I really don't. Ooh, the 6-man award, I approve of everything they do for the 6-man. It makes sense. DPOY, it kind of makes sense that Rudy wins it. Because Rudy just, that man defensively, he's a force for the Utah Jazz. I'm not gonna lie to you. MVP, I didn't have a problem this year, but last year I did. I really think the NBA going further, they should overlook some of these awards and start holding, when you give out these awards, still give them the same, awards, accomplishments, and everything they did. Because as you see, the Joker won MVP. I don't see him playing on opening night though, and I think that's just between, for the ratings and everything. I understand, but if we being like that, dang, my man did just win MVP. I thought every MVP be playing for the. You know what? I may be talking too much. Maybe corporate minds. I don't know. Let's just get into our next topic. Giannis just won, MVP. What's next? So what's next for Giannis? Honestly, Giannis didn't win MVP. He didn't beat the Bucks.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Nah, because I realized I meant the Suns, but I said the Bucks. I'm tripping. He had a stellar performance in the last game. Honestly, through the whole series, he played very well through the finals. The guy was just looking at an injury that was going to cost him the rest of the season. The playoffs, for real. But he came back, played his heart out, played with his players, and won it. Although I hate Giannis, I'm not going to lie to you. I just think he gets too many awards that the NBA give out. But all in all, he played very well. You got to give credit when it's due. He played his heart out, and he deserved it. But what's next for him? I see now next year it's going to be really tough for him to go right back in that same situation. You got teams that's coming back. You got, for example, Miami just got Kyle Lowry, so you don't know how that whole chemistry going to work together. You got the Nets, the scary hours, like James Harden was saying, all healthy. They coming back and they ready for war. So you got them two teams. I don't really consider another team really stopping the Bucks besides the Heat and the Nets. I don't see really another competition or threat because Philly has to figure out their situation. Toronto is Toronto. Orlando, no, I don't see Chicago. I see Chicago go to the playoffs, but I don't see Chicago, not doing anything else. Atlanta was cool in the series, but still they couldn't do it. And Atlanta, I'm not gonna lie to you, Atlanta can't even beat the Bucks. I mean, as we watched that series last time, Giannis was out, and the Bucks still won. A lot of questions. Okay, so a couple of these teams in the East cannot, go to this barrier of where the Bucks now sit. It's Bucks and Nets. And now the Heat had came in because they had added another point guard that can take the load off of Jimmy Butler and things. So now it's interesting. So these three teams are going at it. Now I say 4 teams. If Philly gets John Wall, it can be scary. It can be scary. So be on the lookout for that. But what's next for Giannis? I honestly think Giannis has to realize he has to keep putting in this work, dedication with his team, and trying his hardest to beat the Nets, because it's scary hours. I don't think he's gonna beat the Nets. I know he ain't gonna beat the Nets, but hey, he gonna try his best, and let's just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Next topic, y'all. We getting almost close to the last topic, y'all. We almost out of here. So we're getting to the topic of, is KD the best in the world? No. I don't understand why y'all think KD the best in the world. I understand. He came back off Achilles, came back off an injury, started baking, was considered MVP in the start of the season of last year. I was playing his butt out, played his heart out with the Nets. It's amazing. Won some rings with the Warriors. He's amazing. KD, Kevin Durant. Come on now, from this area. I know, I see him. I'm not giving best in the world though. It's a guy that's sitting in LA right now that wears number 6, and I care to you not, he's been doing this for how many years?
19th season
coming up. I don't understand why we keep throwing these other players in these categories, such as LeBron James. But see, let me tell you this. When LeBron James messes up, everybody criticizes him. When he loses the finals, everybody goes at him. Everybody does. Now see, when these stars like Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Curry, Harden, when these guys start losing, it's not a lot of criticism towards these guys. They things happen, you know what I'm saying? But it's like double standards. You wanna give them your sympathy, but when LeBron loses or anything, or he wins, you still want to go at that man. I don't understand that. KD is not the best in the world on my opinion. He is a 7-foot wing that can do a lot of amazing things that you've never seen the best, and is one of the best scorers in the league right now. We guarantee you ain't stopping that 7-foot guy. I'm being honest. But I just no. I love what he's doing. I give my kudos and everything he does, but until you can lead a team by yourself to the finals, big guy, you won't be ever in this topic of the best in the world right now. LeBron James has done this, with Cleveland, Miami, the Lakers, 3 teams, finals. He's been to 10. Come on, 10. He about to go win it again. Which brings me to my last topic. Lakers or Nets? Let's get into it, boy. Let's go. All right, let's go. Lakers and Nets, okay? So we're going to look at the Lakers roster right now and the Nets roster, okay? Now let's go ahead and look at it. I'm going to bring it up for y'all to see, okay? We got LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, Rondo, Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, Wayne Ellington, DeAndre Jordan, THT, Trevor Ariza, Kent Bazemore, Wesley not still there, and Matt McClung. Okay, so that team's stacked, okay? They got the bigs, they got the point guards, they got a second rotation. It's looking amazing, okay? Coach, it's a lot of veterans, but these veterans know what to do to get the job done, So let's go to the Nets roster, okay? The Nets, let's see. We got KD, Kyrie, James Harden, Blake Griffin, Joe Harris, Bruce Brown, Patty Mills, Nicholas Claxton, LaMarcus Aldridge, Cameron Thomas, Paul Millsap, James Johnson, Javon Carter, DeAndre Bembray, and Reggie Perry. Now that's all good and dandy. It's all good and dandy and all. But let me tell you this. Lakers Nets.
DeCicco.
It's gonna be them Lakers. I don't understand why y'all keep doing this. The Nets is not gonna win it. I'm sorry. let me just be real with you. And I don't wish this on, you know, no injury on no one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of guy at all. But for the Nets to win it, they will have to stay healthy. Just like how the Lakers will have to stay healthy. Right. But I'm going to be honest with you. The Lakers have so much depth into that team that, for example, if Russell was to get hurt, Rondo can play the position now. Kendrick Nunn can run the second unit. You see what I'm getting at? So they got depth. Now, no cap. The Nets have depth, a little depth or whatever, but no big still. The big situation is not filled out. No one's there. It's easy money in that paint, which is Anthony Davis going to attack and Dwight Howard's going to attack. We got Paul Millsap and LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge is too slow. He's going to get his little 20, but it's too slow. Depending on who's going to be defending him, like Dwight or AD, it's going to be tight defense on him. Okay? So we got that going. Paul Millsap locked up. KD and LeBron gonna go at it. They gonna even each other out, honestly. Next, we got Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is getting guarded by either Russ or anyone else, but honestly, I think it's gonna be Russ. And we got James Harden. He gonna bake when he bakes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. He's gonna bake the people, whoever is guarding him. But if it switches, LeBron coming on to James, and whoever goes on to KD will have to be AD, and Kyrie, Kyrie just get Russ. It's going to be a good switch off, and it's just going to be up to who scores the most and who doesn't. But to sit here and say that the Nets are going to win it, no. No. I'm sorry. I'm just going to bold prediction. I'm not trying to wish this on no one, okay, on everything. I'm not. But someone on the Nets is probably not going to stay healthy, and it's going to cause them to lose it and not, win the finals, just straight up. And I just honestly think the Lakers just got so much depth and chemistry and IQ levels is off the charts that they're going to just win. They're just built to win. You know what I'm saying? We going to see what's going to go on, though. The season's coming up. We got in 2 weeks, we got the preseason coming up very soon. We about to see who's going to win this finals, y'all. Stay tuned with me. This has been Talking Sports with D. I'm your host, Darian Cannon. And this has been NBA topic video on coming up for the season. Let's see all of this stuff that I said could be true or false, All right, y'all. Peace. See you on the next video.
Got so much gas I can stop a ride. Get it off quick to the pronto buy. Need work quick, give me pronto buy.